by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Bragging hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG. FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join us for hours. You've heard of, settling up. You got to settle up.
Settle up.
Yeah.
Saddle up your horses.
Yep. Settle down.
Settle down. Oh, we're going to, it is, we're right here at the end of the year. This is it. This is the last month of the year, last weeks of the year. This is all we have. And as we get ready to go into our new year, and I think about my calendar. I used to always buy a brand new planner, brand new calendar for the new year. And it's blank, right? It's this blank slate, and I've
never seen you happier. You're more fulfilled with a blank room that you get to fill with all this stuff. It's time for new beginnings.
It is time for new beginnings, but you can't go into new beginnings with all your old stuff. You can't bring all your old garbage and your old trash and your baggage and your negativity into the new. If you want to start the year with a fresh, clean slate, you got to clean out the old. So what that means for some of us at this time of year is creating some closure, tying up some loose ends, settling some debts. And so if we think about the 5 areas of our life that if we're going to set our goals and start to put our, kind of create our perfect plan, our perfect day, our perfect year.
Yeah.
And we separate out 5 areas of our lives, and we think about our friendships, our family and our friendships, relationships.
Yep.
Think about our physical well-being, our self-care and our health, our health and wellness.
Yep, that makes sense.
We think about our financial situation.
Oh, you can't stop thinking about that.
Think about our professional goals and who we want to be, professionally in the career.
Right.
And our spiritual and our faith walk. Right.
Okay,
And so you have those 5 areas of your life. And so we're going to set ourselves up for, these are the things that are important to me. I'm going to set my priorities and have this kind of well-rounded of who I am. It's not going to be all work. It's not going to be just friends. It's not going to be, I'm all focused on money. I'm going to have some areas and some flavor into my life. Well, if we think about those same 5 areas, are there some things, and let's go through them one by one, some things that maybe we need to settle up, to tie up some loose ends. So let's think about our relationships.
All right.
Are there people that maybe you owe a phone call to, a visit to, an apology to?
I need to call my dad.
Right? If there's somebody that you've just, you haven't seen them for a while, or you owe them something. You told them you would call them. You told them you'd have lunch with them. You told them you'd help them move, whatever that is.
You just haven't told them you love them.
Or if you haven't told them you love them in a while, settle that up so we can go into that year fresh with a clean slate, with nothing, no regrets kind of behind us, and not carrying any negative baggage. You don't want to start the new year owing somebody something, especially if it's an apology or an I love you, or I know it's been a long time and I haven't reached out. So think about your relationships. Who do you need to settle up with?
All right.
How about your physical health and your personal care?
I should probably get a CPAP.
A CPAP. See, that's on your list. For some of you, you might have some unused insurance, right? Some deductibles and unused insurance that, that you need to scramble in and get your eyes checked, or get that doctor's appointment, or get your teeth cleaned, or, settle up on some of the medical issues.
Yep.
Are there personal care issues? Clean out all the junk out of your fridge, out of your pantry. So you start that year with a fresh, clean slate.
You've been sneaking on my fridge.
Maybe dust off that.
It's time to clean out the fridge.
Dust off that treadmill, and right, so that it's fresh and it's clean. And so think about your personal care.
Yeah.
Have you been putting it off? Have you been promising yourself you're going to stop drinking soda? So finally, just get the soda out so you can start that year fresh in the new year. Get a little closure to that.
Let's talk about your finances.
Do you owe anybody money?
Settle up.
Right. A good piece of advice that my husband and I have many, many years tried to adhere to is not taking this year's debts into next year. So I know, Eric,
so smart.
Right now you are in a phase of, getting, but if there's somebody you owe money to, or you've got credit card debt, you've got, things that you've been making payments on, and Maybe you bought that mattress, 18 months free interest or whatever, right? You settle it up. And I know right now it's a tough time of year because there's extra expenses. It's
Sure.
beginning to cost a lot like Christmas.
That happens every year at the same time.
At the same time.
Just saying.
So if you're not in a position that you can settle up everything, then create the plan. Create your strategy for
Right.
how you are going to settle it up in the new year so that you go into it kind of guns loaded and like ready. Like, here we go. I've got this.
That's
I've
right.
got this. It's not a burden. And you don't go into the new year and going, oh my gosh, we've got all this debt and we're going to have to figure this out. No, clean it up and clear it up now.
All right.
Your faith walk, your spiritual walk. Just get right.
Just get right.
Just get right. Right.
Yeah.
And you can do that right now. Get on your knees and just get right.
In Jesus' name.
And then your professional goals. Is there something professionally that you just need to square up? Are there relationships, professional relationships? Are there, business associations, whatever it is, just tie up all those loose ends and get it right. Create some closure. This is a little bit of pruning maybe in your business.
Sure. Streamline.
Maybe there are some clients that you have been holding on to for a little too long. Maybe there are some products and services you've been holding on for a little too long.
To stop and park the car here on the professional side. This is a great time of year. And Angel, you and I have always done this, and you taught this to me because of the practice that you and your husband do every year. And you've kind of made it into the business side of things to talk about, doing that SWOT analysis, the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and then settling up or pruning or recreating or re-inspiring. All of it can happen during this time of year. And there's no other point in the year where it seems like it really fits to do this. This is the perfect time to settle up.
It is. And it makes good sense.
Yeah.
Yes. Because it's the end of the year. We're closing out this chapter. Some of you are just ready to kiss 2017 goodbye.
It's true.
You're like, you just want to light a match to that.
But
And
you
say,
don't get
good
to
riddance.
yet. You don't get to yet. So settle up with 2017
Settle it up.
and let it go in the rear view in
Yeah.
its natural way. But in the meantime, you have the opportunity to plan and dream and set the stage, because what we do now is going to affect Q1.
Right. We always say, if you win the morning, you win the day.
Yep.
Right. If you can take care of all of this, if there's just anything that's kind of keeping you up at night or that is worrying you and causing you anxiety, take care of that.
Right.
Take care of that right now and create that closure. If there's somebody that you need to call and just tell them, I'm so sorry. I've been meaning to. I'm sorry I put this off for so long. If you owe them money, write them a check. I'm so sorry. This took so long for me to get to you.
Right.
And that's okay. Like, that is all that you need to say.
Sure.
I'm sorry. I meant to. Here it is. And resolve it. But we're so burdened, and we just continue to pile on and carry all this baggage into the next thing, the next relationship, the next job, right? How we handle our finances. We close off this credit card and we roll it all over and lump it into something else. And we take those habits and we take that behavior and we wonder why we're so strained, and we wonder why we can't get ahead, or why we always find ourselves back in this same situation.
Sure.
Clean it up so that you have this fresh space. Your attitude will be different. Your relationships will be different. Your financial picture obviously will be different. And, and if you've got to, grab a little bit out of savings, who is it? Susie Orman says, if you've got savings and you have debt, you don't have savings.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So, clean it up, do whatever you have to do to hustle, sell something, get a little extra income on the side.
So do you still go to the store and pick up a new calendar?
I pick up a wall calendar now.
A wall calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Your
not the
vision's got
same.
bigger. That's what that is.
Is that what that is?
Your
Yeah.
vision's got bigger. Doing things on a global scale. We're going to go for this week here. We're going to go for that week over there.
Yeah, I want the whole.
I don't want to see just one page of that. I want to see the whole thing.
I want to see the whole year. I want to see it all and see how it plays in together. I love the idea of planning your year quarter by quarter.
Yep.
and divvying it up. But it's the end of the quarter. It's the end of the year, and your relationships, your financial situation, your professional, your health, your wellness, you will be far. Don't put it off. Right? That's what this time of year is for.
Correct.
And I know it's the holidays, but it's ideal for closure and tying up loose ends.
All righty, folks. Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer helping you. No, not just helping you. We're actually empowering you to build your business. We'll be back right after these messages. You are listening to the Experience Pros Radio Network. If you'd like the archives of this broadcast, go ahead and check out experiencepros.com/radio. We'll be back after this.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for